The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
So remember, an hour away coming up at 8 a.m., Black Keys tickets. Q101 Switch to Christmas is 3 weeks away that week, and then you'll get tickets to night one with the Black Keys and a record hang, an empty bottle with the Black Keys. You'll win all that at 8 a.m. here with Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, damn, let's start with the Bulls as they get payback against the Detroit Pistons after losing to them earlier in the year, beating them 119-108. Debo dropped 29, 6 players in double digits. A nice little game for the Bulls.
That was a nice win. I watched most of that game. It was enjoyable.
Very enjoyable. And that's what they do. They give you hope. I'm not going to go there, but they give us hope, the Bulls. They're 4-6, and they are at the Bucks tonight. Now, the Blackhawks lost to the Panthers yesterday, but Connor Bedard is ridiculous. He is all that's been built up to be of coming to Chicago and being somebody that's going to be an icon here for the next 15 years. How about these stats, Kenzie? Let's throw these at you.
What do you got for me?
9 goals in his first 13 games. 9 goals in the first, and no one in Blackhawks history has scored that many goals in 13 career games as Connor Bedard. Also, at age 18, does that one impress you first?
That's fine. I mean, he just started, you know.
Well, he just started, and he scored more goals than anybody in Blackhawks history.
I just like to give people time, because you get all hyped, you know what I mean?
Sure, but in a short period of time, he scored more goals than anybody in Blackhawks history.
But you're afraid he's going to fall off.
Well, and not from any type of intellectual opinion based off what I think about the game, nothing like that, but more of a jinxy, superstitious vibe.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited.
Yeah, just let him play, let him do his thing. You know.
Because we were hoping you were gonna scream with excitement when we told you that.
You can't deep throat him just because of one. You can't do it right away.
Well, I wasn't.
One good day.
Hey, that's what I was gonna say too.
Yeah,
let's just see how this goes and see if he's nice in 6 months. You know.
Wasn't gonna do that.
You kind of do every day.
That's where I was. Good Lord.
At age 18 years old and 118 days overall, Connor Bedard is the youngest player in NHL history with consecutive multi-goal games.
Say it again.
Okay. He's 18.
It sounds like I'm talking to a turkey. I don't know.
He's 18 and 118 days old.
Okay.
Okay. He's the youngest player in NHL history with consecutive multi-goal games.
See, that's I think that should happen when you're the
best, or
Yeah.
a rising star, I should say, not the best.
You should probably get some goals. That's the whole point.
You don't want to pat him on his back for doing his job.
What's
These are pretty impressive stats.
It's good. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's good, but it's also you should probably be good. Because you're a professional you were so good, the best of the best statistically to even get here, So it's I think that you should be good.
Okay.
Is that bad?
No, I just want to see if these impressed you, these statistics. So
Again, I think
they're
you're
impressive, but you want to wait and see more
Give 'em
goals.
time.
No, I like this. You're fighting against the law of averages. Your logic is everybody should be good all the time.
No. I'm saying it shouldn't blow everyone away when a professional athlete is talented at being an athlete. Is that fair? No one's did you hear Beyonce sing at the concert? It sounded good. No one does that.
Some people might do that now
No,
and then.
there's a few things that happen at a concert that blow your mind, but everyone's expecting
But he's doing
done
above
well.
just playing good, though. He's setting historic records here.
Yeah, I think the comp there would be Connor Bedard is on ice skates. The fact that he's scoring goals is oh my God, did you see that?
And the most historic in the franchise.
I'm very excited that we have it. No one's listening.
I don't know. We listen pretty good there.
I'm excited. I'm just saying, let's just make sure you're going to get all hyped and then you're just going to crap all over him if he has one bad game. Just settle down.
Yeah, well, people tend to do that, so that's fair.
Any more stats?
No, we're moving on.
Thank God.
That's such a bummer.
This is kind of a stat, though, that we'll see if you're excited about. Let's go local. Mother Macaulay High School, the Mighty Macs, are back-to-back state champions. Their 17th women's volleyball state championship title. Is that impressive? 17 years. Back-to-back.
17 years in a row?
No, back-to-back, but 17 overall titles.
Oh,
So
okay.
if I had to be in a row to be impressive.
Holy crap. No, but that just is really, I'm Jesus, they have to just be getting annoying at this point.
It's not going back 100 years for adding up all the 17. It's more in recent memory, but still, yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, we talked about the Lamont women that got banned from the playoffs because they played one extra game, which I'm upset about. But Mother Macaulay, congratulations to that.
I'm glad you're up to date on high school women's volleyball. This is the second time we've talked about it this year.
It's pretty good. Listen, support your women's volleyball team. Your local
Do you
team.
have a bumper sticker that says that?
I'm going to get one on the Nissan
I don't
Rogue.
think
Go get
Megan
one.
would appreciate you being super involved in high school girls volleyball.
It's like shop local, support women's volleyball.
I got to find that sticker. I'll find it.
There you go.
Kenzie,
I'm sure you'll get right on that.
Kenzie, here's another stat for you. Okay, you ready for this one? I think you're going to like this one. So Texas A&M fired their coach over the weekend, Jimbo Fisher. They just
Jimbo, I like that.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to love Jimbo now.
Oh, I like that name.
He got a 10-year extension in 2020 because he had the best record in the history of Texas A&M just 3 years ago. He went 9-1. They're firing him now over the weekend because the season, even though he won the game, but it's not going well. The season, like what they already expect at this point of, getting close to the
See
bowl
what
games.
happens when you just you deep throat right away?
You know,
They don't behave a couple months later. You can't do it.
listen out there, people.
Lesson learned.
Yeah, lesson learned.
You had to hold back a little.
So they have to pay him because they're firing him in the middle of a 10-year contract, only 3 years in, $78.9 million to go away. That's his buyout.
That's my dream. I want to get bought out. Like when people are like, "Oh, we don't like her," I'm like, "Listen, if they would, I would love to get bought out, and then we both win. That's fine."
Almost $80 million. They don't like him that much to go away and not just keep coaching.
I would take just a few million to go away. I would be so happy.
That's so
Thank you.
generous of you. That's very
I'm
nice.
like, no problem.
What about like 10 grand? Not enough.
No.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out the
Thank
variance. I'm trying to do the variance of what to go
No,
away.
that's not enough to go away.
Okay. All right. 100
This whole
grand.
family that are depending on me.
That's right.
Annoying.
So staying with college football, Michigan's interim coach, Sharon Moore, because Jim Harbaugh Friday was suspended for the rest of the season over this sign-stealing scandal, which is a bunch of BS, but I'm not going to get into it right now.
Can you try to, in like 30 seconds, explain what's going on with Michigan?
Boy.
Kenzie, sit back. You ready for this? You ready for this?
God.
Kick your feet up, girl.
So they're accused of having an assistant coach on sidelines with binoculars, stealing signs from other teams. So when Michigan goes to play them, they know exactly what they're going to do every time they play on the field. Like, for example, they call whatever, Blue 42. They know what that play is because this guy has been looking at the signs and he passed this information on to the head coach.
But you're doing that in front of people already.
That's my argument.
That's kind of stupid.
Every game is on TV. You can do whatever you want in finding all this stuff.
Too closely in public.
I agree with you for the first time in a while, Kenzie, that this is a bunch of BS. It's stupid.
Like, it's right there. What am I supposed to do?
The NCAA was
It's
also...
like when my husband accuses me of eavesdropping, but he's just on the phone in the kitchen. I'm like, I can't. What am I supposed to do? I can hear you.
You can go outside.
I'm like, I should leave the house
No,
when he answers his phone.
But, they actually had the cowardice, the NCAA, to suspend him while Jim Harbaugh was on a plane. They didn't even call him and tell him. He gets off the plane and realizes he's suspended. Anyway, Sharon Moore, against the biggest game for Michigan this year against Penn State, took over as the interim head coach. After the game, they beat Penn State. Afterward, he was very emotional. This is live on Fox TV with reporter Jenny Taft. And he drops, I don't know, about 3 or 4 swear words in the middle. He's so appreciative. He's crying of the victory that he won for Jim Harbaugh.
To win on the road in this environment when there were doubts. Sharon, what does it mean to you?
I want to thank the Lord. I want to thank Coach Harbaugh. I love you, man. Love the shit out of you, man. This is for you. For this university, the president, our AD. We got the best players, best university, best alumni in the country. Love you guys. These guys right here. These guys right here, man. These guys did it. These guys did it, man.
Wait for the
Go to him, man. Love you.
Thank you, Coach.
That's awesome.
Hey, look. Thank you, Coach. You just broke 4 FCC violations there, but thanks a lot, Coach.
That's great.
Oh, that's amazing.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 with Blink. 312-591-8300. Call right now to compete against Kenzie in a trivia contest. Clash with Kenzie on Q101. So make sure you call in right now to do it.
Yep.
What'd you do there? Sneeze?
I was eating my apple. I didn't know you were going to turn my mic on.
Well, the apple is the energy to get through Clash with Kenzie. How she
With a
kicks your
little
ass.
peanut butter.
Delicious.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
And competing for the Brian and Kenzie prize pack. I almost said something. Prize Pack.
Podcast.
Yeah, podcast. That's at Q101.com. It's housed there, and anytime you want to go to it, you go there for the podcast. The prize pack is mailed to you if you beat Kenzie in a trivia contest right now. And Kayla in Irving Park competing against Kenzie. Ahoy, tell us something really quick about yourself.
Ahoy, guys.
Hello.
I'm
You roll up a window there, Kayla? What's going on there?
Kayla, you sounded picture perfect with me on the phone a few minutes ago. What happened?
What's going on?
I have headphones and I'm driving.
Oh, is the window open?
No windows are open. My car just sucks.
Is it a convertible? Is it a convertible? She's like, well, I'm on a motorcycle.
I'm not even kidding. It's a Kia that's been like almost broken into several times and no one even wants to steal it.
Aw.
She's like, I can't even give it away. I cannot give this key away, and I've been trying.
I thought she was on a longboard surfing behind a semi-truck right now.
It's better now. It's better now.
It's okay. Kia Kayla, up to bat. Let's
Would
get
someone
it, girl.
please steal her Kia? Jeez.
Please.
All right, here we go. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. And she can do the same to you. Call heads or tails on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, call it.
Heads.
It's tails. Let's hear. Kenzie, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. I'm going to bring her down here in a little bit of while we're talking here.
It's so windy. I feel like I'm at Mount Everest.
Kenzie, the Battle of the Bulge was fought during what war? The Battle of the Bulge.
Battle of the Bulge.
Stay focused.
I'm gonna. Oh, what's the thing? Bulgy.
What soldiers had the best bulge? What war? 3?
Was that what the War of 1812 was about?
It was not the War of 1812. I'm sorry.
I'm still trying to figure that one out.
Kayla, do you know?
The Revolutionary War?
It was not. That was World War II, the Battle of the Bulge. Battle of the Bulge. No points there. All right. Back to Kayla. Kayla, Terry Hatcher and Eva Longoria starred in what ABC neighborhood drama?
Desperate Housewives.
That's right. Kayla's on the board. Kenzie, what's the safest color on the U.S. Homeland Security Advisory System's color scale?
Wow. That just wouldn't end.
It's a long title.
I'm going to say green.
Green's right.
Like when our alarm system isn't armed, it's green.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And it's red when it's armed?
Yes.
Okay.
Good to know.
guess. What's the most dangerous color on the...
Kenzie
Jesus.
Kenzie likes to go back in the house when it's armed and she wakes up the whole house.
I know.
It's terrible.
It's bad.
Let's see. Back to Kayla?
Yes, 1-1.
Kayla, what is the name of the boy appearing on the Cracker Jack box? 3.
He has a name?
You don't?
Jack.
No, it's not just Jack.
Close.
It's close.
Also,
It's 0.5. It is 0.5.
Also, I asked the question because he does have a name.
He has a name. He's a person, Kayla.
Put some respect on his name, Jesus.
It's Sailor Jack.
That's what it is. It's Sailor
he's
Jack.
Dressed, he's got the whole outfit. By the way, fun thing about Cracker Jacks, the best Harry Carey bit ever during a live baseball game was him going off about how much he hates Cracker Jacks.
Oh boy, we'll find
and
it.
It is hilarious. He's like, what a ripoff. Mine didn't come with a prize. Like, he was so angry. And like plays are happening and he's just ignoring them. And I cry like every time I hear it.
He was the best.
He's ripping on Sailor Jack.
Rarely talked about baseball during the games. It was
best.
amazing. All right, 2-1. Is it back to Kenzie?
That's correct, Brian.
Kenzie, what did Gene Siskel and Roger Ebert do for a living?
Movie critics.
Movie critics is right.
Sorry. I was like, I know them.
That's okay.
It took me a second.
Such legends here in Chicago, of course, and then all over the country. So 3-1.
Yes, and back to Kayla.
Kayla, what basketball team plays their home games in San Francisco? 3.
I know it's not the 49ers.
No.
Oh.
2, 1. It's
Not
too
good.
many. Kenzie?
Basketball in San Francisco? Is that what you
Yes.
said? Okay. Is that Golden State?
It is Golden State.
Okay.
The Golden State Warriors. Good job.
Kenzie can put it away right here.
Oh, boy.
4-1, back to her.
Kenzie, what rapper performs at the Mitchapalooza in the movie Old School?
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg is right. Oh, she clears the board.
Oh, okay, but let's hook her up with a prize bag. back.
Because someone's going to steal her Kia?
Yeah, I mean, she's out of time.
Please.
Yes, exactly.
She's all the
Hug her
help she
up.
can get.
We gotta give Kayla a break here. We're gonna hug her up.
We'll give you a prize back anyway, Kayla. Thanks.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
We love you.
The Q101 Morning Crew's Clash with Kenzie.
On Q101.
Well, if you like free stuff, don't worry. 25 minutes away from the Black Keys for Twisted Christmas, and you'll get into their vinyl hang at the Empty Bottle coming up with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Also playing Q101's Twisted Christmas. It's White Reaper.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Oh, it's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So, yeah, coming up at 8 a.m., make sure it's in your phone. Very easy. No song scramble deal. Just be here at 8 for the Black Keys, Q101's Twisted Christmas Night 1. And the night before that at the Empty Bottle, they're having a little vinyl hang, a record hang, where they're going to DJ and you get to hang out exclusively. No one else gets in but you.
They're gonna DJ.
Yeah. Play
Like they're gonna do like an electro set all of a sudden?
They're going to play albums and play records.
Like shot, 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 like all of a sudden the Black Keys.
I would love it if they opened up with that. My guess is...
I'm like, this is such combination of things I love. I'm so excited. Is that what happens, Case?
My guess is the first album's going to be like Otis Rush. You know?
They're playing like Pavement albums. I don't think they're doing LMFAO.
We said DJing, and I just been like,
So can I explain what this is real quick, Brian?
Go for it.
Okay.
Obviously, I don't understand the concept.
No,
so if you,
you're not wrong, but they're not going to open with shot. Probably that's the problem.
So on the first Tuesday in December, I think that's when it is, or maybe it's the next week. Doesn't matter. Black Keys are playing Twisted Christmas.
Right.
The Monday before that, I guess they do this thing all over the country. They come into town a night early. They go to a small club. They bring their own vinyl record collection, and they play music for people. Normally what happens...
They play for people.
Normally what happens is they invite their friends just because they've been on the road for 20 years as a band. It's all friends and then like music industry people. But they had such a good time last year. They did breakfast with the Black Keys in the lounge, which is up at Q101.com. It's the best lounge session we've ever done.
Incredible.
They had such a good time last year. We talked to them about letting listeners come and essentially crash their party. And that's what's going down here at the Empty Bottle. So at 8 o'clock, all you have to do is call in. Caller 10 gets the tickets. You're not only going to Twisted Christmas, but you're going to this super exclusive Black Keys party that they never, ever open up to the public.
Yeah, it's very exclusive, and it's at 8 o'clock, 8 a.m., right here with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Plus, you get the tickets the next night to Q101's Twisted Christmas, where they open it up with Local 8s that night, and Alex Sucks. That's a great opening night.
And maybe they'll play like Party Rock Anthem or something for Kenzie. I don't know.
Everybody gonna have a good time. I'd love it if you walk in and that's what the Black Keys are
Yeah,
playing.
this is the opposite of what you're thinking it is.
You don't want to be Black Eyed Keys. You know what I'm saying? that's their DJ set name.
Kenzie's gonna walk in. They're gonna play Robert Johnson's version of Crossroads. It's gonna be sound like a 100-year-old album. And whoa, what's going on here? All right, there you go. That's at 8 a.m. with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So now we're asking you the question: what was your final straw at work? Chime in here at 312-591-8300.
Like last week, or what do you mean?
No, somewhere probably pre this show.
Oh.
So think back. Think deep.
That's going to be tough. Most of them are here.
Think deep, Kenzie.
You got to think hard.
Because there was a surgeon that was performing multiple surgeries. Like surgeons go through they have several people lined up. Anesthesia in one room, anesthesia in another. And then they do maybe 8 surgeries a day. And this doctor was in the middle of that, 4 surgeries. And in the middle, he just said, "Can I get a cup of tea?" And they never brought him the cup of tea. And he got so angry. Who knows what built up at that point to him, like walking out? But he walked out on the people that were under anesthesia getting ready for surgery.
Because of a cup of tea?
Because of a cup of tea. He wouldn't get it. I don't know why they didn't bring him the cup of tea. They should have just brought it.
They probably assumed he wouldn't walk out. Hindsight is 2020.
They know him well, and they knew all that. Oh, here comes Dr. with his tea problem again. It's going to be a pain in the ass, I know.
I mean, that sounds like an addiction issue almost. Like you have to store them out.
Yeah, it sounds like a problem. And those.
How mad would you be if you woke up and your surgery didn't happen? Is all they did is knock you out and wake you up?
And you have to fast and do all that thing and come in early. And then they say, sorry, he left. Why? He needed tea.
He didn't get we forgot to get him tea.
Yeah, he's over at Starbucks right now getting himself his tea and not coming back. But there's that moment in a lot of people's lives with work where it's all building up. and then something happens, and it's your final straw at your job or whatever you do.
I like when it's something ridiculous because you've been mad about big things before. I prefer those.
Yeah.
When it's like so stupid happens, like somebody takes your pen as a waitress and you're like, I've had enough of this place.
And then they scream at that person. They have no idea why they're being yelled at because it just built up, was ready to go. Like I remember being a caddy for a golf course, and you know, caddies, people out there that have ever done that, you got to get treated a little rough sometimes there of like, you know, can you go over there and clean my ball and do this kind of stuff?
Hey-o.
Yeah, that kind of stuff, yeah. But this one time I was at a point after making, you know, like $12, $15 to carry a bag for
After
18
cleaning
holes.
some balls.
Cleaning a bunch of balls. A guy hit a bad shot and he threw the club into the tree. And it went to the top of the tree. And these, you know, golf clubs are not cheap. So he said, hey, go up there and get that for me.
Oh, my God.
It's stuck in the tree. Now, I'm not known for my climbing skills, even when I was a kid. I wasn't the kid that climbed trees. You ever had that one kid when you were growing up and he always was like awesome at climbing trees? He could go to the top.
We were all pretty good at it in
Were
North
you?
Carolina.
Yeah.
Fence jumping and tree climbing. We were pretty decent.
Fence jumping?
Yeah.
Why were you good at fence jumping?
Just because.
Just one of the things, a wonderful gift you had down there?
We get over a few fences
And
quickly.
I go, okay, I want to get my tip. I want to get all this. So I start climbing the tree, but I was a little heavy when I was younger, and I couldn't get up the tree. I hit one
Were you
branch.
a thick boy?
I was a thick boy. I was a little bit of a thick boy. So I grabbed one branch, and it broke, and I fell, and they all started laughing. Just like that, it's coming back. They all started laughing at me.
You broke an entire branch?
It was a good thick branch, like those 4-inch thick branches. How fat was I?
How fat were you?
I mean, I was probably at this point, like, I don't know, 13 or 14 years old.
Were you a preemie?
Yes, but I ate a lot to catch up much later. I became definitely a thick boy.
You were the first preemie that came out like normal size. And I just think that's so funny. They're like, he's 3 months early. He's 17 pounds.
I made up for it with buffets at Cracker Barrel much later in life.
Oh, my God.
And when they started, I'm on the ground, I'm bleeding, and I wasn't even close to his club. It was like 40 feet more up the tree. And there's no more branches I can even jump and reach at this point. And it's on top of me, the branch. And all these.
I mean, listen, he's a horrible person. But
Thank you.
The fact that you fell out of that tree.
These are all.
How far were you off the ground when you fell? Honestly.
Oh, just like 2 feet. It was the lowest branch.
Oh my God.
It was the lowest branch on the tree.
How could you bleed from a 2-foot
I was just going to say,
fall?
how are you bleeding?
I fell down, rolled my ankle too, and then I fell over almost at the golf cart in my head. And these fat apps are laughing
a
at
squirrel
me.
running up and like biting on the
Oh, God.
Where were you bleeding?
Yeah, what was
The branch hit me in the head on the way down, so my forehead was scratched. Yeah, that is it. This is
It's
all.
like a scene from Superbad. It was like Jonah Hill.
It was like a Three Stooges scene.
This is all it. You're reliving it perfectly.
Your ankle. You fell 2 feet
Yeah.
to the ground.
Yeah. So I said, F you, which I was very ballsy for me at that age, and I walked away limping because my ankle had hurt and I had blood falling
I would
off.
love to see how slow that was.
Oh, it was terrible. And plus, you're in the middle of a golf course. You can't just walk off. You got to walk about 1.5 miles to
Did you
get
see
to
at the top of all these little hills? Fall into a sand trap.
God. Brutal.
And you're just muttering for 1.5 miles. Stupid job.
Stupid rich country club member.
You can't get me to climb up a tree. I'll get you to climb up a tree.
Yeah. Well, I yelled that like when I was 1 mile away. Why don't you guys climb up the tree? I was already they couldn't even hear me by that point.
Come back.
Oh, God. So please share your experiences. See if you can beat that at 312-591-8300. Your final straw at work.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
About 8 minutes away from 8 a.m. That's your chance at the Black Keys, Q101's Twisted Christmas, and get to the Black Keys record hang at the Empty Bottle. So you get 2 nights of entertainment with the Black Keys. It's very special, exclusive, VIP, and you're there. From Brian and Kenzie on Q101 coming up at 8 a.m. Nothing to do. We'll just tell you to call. It's super easy. We're asking you now to chime in about the time when you're just like, that's enough. I've had enough with your job anytime in your life at 312-591-8300 because it's based on a doctor that walked out. He had about 4 more surgeries in the middle of the day and he just walked out because they didn't bring him a cup of tea.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's a little bit much. Come on,
A little
man.
aggressive. It's a little aggressive.
No, maybe, they should have probably just brought him the tea because they knew this guy was going to get set off. This kind of guy. You know,
I don't know.
Maybe not. Maybe it was like his first day.
One of those quiet killers.
On the text line, Kenzie, what do you got?
Okay, Chandler texted in and said, I was a manager at a bakery shop in high school and college and would open the shop and make cream puffs at 5 a.m. They wanted me to stand on the side of the road in a cream puff costume waving a sign, and I walked out and quit on the spot.
I wish we had a picture of that cream puff costume.
Oh, my God. That is awful.
That is the worst when you're driving. I don't see them that much anymore, the sign spinners.
Oh.
That job.
Because I don't think it works. Like, not to be negative, but,
I don't know. I'd like to know a business that used a sign spinner and it worked. You know what I mean? Because
everyone is just like slamming on their brakes and turning.
Yeah, because I always see the people and go, that's impressive. But I never went in a store because people were spinning a sign.
That's like the Justin Timberlake bring it on down to Oliverville. Remember?
Yes.
He's got this.
Oh, man. Eddie's checking in from Chicago. Eddie, ahoy. Eddie, what up? You there, Eddie?
Yeah, I'm here. So I was listening to the radio.
Oh, yeah. We're on the radio. You can listen on the radio. You can listen on the smart speaker. You can listen on the app. There's so many ways to listen to Q101 and never miss a minute. And the podcast later on in the day as Case uploads it to Q101.com and anywhere you get your podcast. So there you go.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. When did you open up with a job,
God.
Eddie?
How about we give you signs you can spin it, Brian?
I know. I haven't seen anyone doing any of those spinning of the banners anymore. You're right.
Yeah.
Not a thing. But when I was in high school, it was my first job, and I had worked there for a year. It was okay. You got to see concerts and all the sports games, so basketball and baseball, and then came my raise, and I looked at my check, and they gave me a 3-cent raise.
3 cents? 3 cents?
3 cents. 3 cents. 3 pennies. And I looked at them because I went to their office. I'm like, why did I get 3 cents only? They're like, well, this is what we feel like you deserved after a year. So I took off my work uniform shirt, threw it at them, and I said, I'm done with this place. And I left. And, it's an easy gig. But for 3 cents, not worth it.
Yeah, don't get the raise at all then. Just don't get anything.
All I can think of is 3 coins and a fountain. That sucks.
Yes, I was just like, I can't do anything with 3 cents.
Oh, God.
Well, hey, it adds up over time.
Sure.
That's what they're going for.
Yeah, maybe after 5 years I can get a
Yeah, listen, you get some lunch.
For sure.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.